You see, subscribing to these AI models every month is actually challenging, especially if you're a beginner who's just learning, building little project every day. In some cases, I would say you're actually even wasting your money because you're not really using the full capabilities of the AI model. Or you're someone that's just a solo developer trying to figure things out, building different projects every month. Keeping up with this subscription every month is actually really challenging because now $20 a month for these AI models is almost like 30,000 naira or maybe 29, 28, depending on the model you're subscribing to. It's actually challenging for solo developers right now because maybe you might not even be working. So keeping up with it every month is actually challenging. So last night I spent hours researching on different combination you're going to have to be able to have a model which is going to work for you. In some cases free, but in other aspects a lesser price which you can afford every month depending on your own condition. So I came up with 3 different approaches, and each of these approach I'm going to make it in a different video. Each video is going to be maybe like a 2 minutes, so it's going to be a 3 video series, 2 minutes each. So if you want to keep up and see the continuation of this approach which you're going to use, you can follow or subscribe, anything that will make this video appear again on your own feed. So the 3 different approaches I came up with is, the first one, I've seen different approaches which you're going to be able to run a model on your own computer locally, even without internet connection. If you're a Glow user, you can relate to what I'm saying. So keep up. The first one, you can be able to run an AI model locally on your own computer. There are different approaches, but quite frankly, this one that I saw is actually one of the best approach I've seen. The second one is you're going to need an internet connection, but you're going to have unlimited AI models. Just also the first one, you're going to have unlimited AI models. So you can be able to be changing the models, and it's actually free. You can use Claude Code free of charge. You don't need to pay any money. The third approach is you're going to pay, but actually a little amount of money, which maybe you might be able to pay or not, but it's going to be a little bit less than than the $20 a month payment. So this is the first video, and the first one I'm going to show you is the one which you're going to be able to have the AI model, not locally, but you're going to need internet connection, but you're going to have unlimited tokens to work with. And specifically, you're going to be able to have Claude Code on your own, free of charge. So the tools you're going to need NVIDIA, Claude Code, and also any code editor you have. Maybe it's VS Code, but in this case, I'm going to use anti-gravity, but even VS Code will be able to work, so don't worry with that. So the first thing you're going to do, you're going to head to the NVIDIA website, the developer website. You're going to have an interface just like this. If you need the link, the resources, and everything you're going to need, I'll drop everything is going to be on the Telegram group, so I'll drop it there. But in case you can just comment interested or link anything in the comment section, I will come to your DM with the instruction on how to proceed to get the resources. But what you're going to need now is you're going to have an interface just like this here. So now from here, you can see all these are free open source models you can actually use for free to activate your Claude Code. You don't need payment. Now, if you want to see the main free ones, you're just going to come to filter and click on these free endpoints, apply. Now, after doing that, you can see now all this here, it's going to filter all free models for you. You can see all these here are free models you can actually use. You can see the GLM 5.2, all these are free models. So now the first thing you're going to do now, you need to create an NVIDIA account. You need to create an NVIDIA account. So if you haven't created an account, you're going to see something like login here. If you check something like login here, so you're going to click on it and it's going to ask you for your email and other necessary details to create an account on NVIDIA. So after creating an account, you're going to have an interface just like this. So after doing that, you're then going to now generate your API key, which is actually very important, and you need to make sure it is secured. So to generate your API key, you're going to see something like API keys here. You're going to see generate API key. You're going to click on it. You're going to give it your API key name, the expiration time you want. It can be 12 months, just depending on what you want here. And you're going to insert generate. So after generating your API key, you should go to your notepad or any safe place and paste down your API key. We're going to need it later. Now, after having that, now you're going to go to your code editor, depending on which one you're using. But in my own case, I'm going to use anti-gravity. So assuming this is your normal project you're working on, or you're starting a new project which you're going to start using this free Claude Code on your system. So what you're going to do now is, you know that you need a .env file where you're going to store your API keys and all those stuff. So in your .env files where you're going to store your NVIDIA API key, because the .env files where you store your important details, your API keys, anything that is secured, that is where you store it. So first, if you're starting a new project, I'm going to give you a prompt which you're going to do. So you can see from my Telegram group, I have like a prompt here. So let me just open it in the folder. And this is what we have. So let's say I open this prompt, open with, maybe let's say just say anti-gravity. So this is actually the prompt I'm talking about. So you're just going to copy it and paste it on your editor AI. It's either you're using anti-gravity or any other VS Code, maybe Copilot or any other one. So let's say maybe I'm going to start a new chat. So in my current folder, which is NVIDIA, that's the name of the folder of this project. So you're just going to paste it. The moment you paste it, it's going to give you all the direction. You're just going to you're going to work step by step to generate everything. The AI will do it for you. I've arranged it in this prompt you're going to work on. So don't worry, the AI will direct you on the command you're going to paste on your terminal and everything you're going to need. After doing that, you're going to click on run. It's going to generate all these working files for you. That's all you need to get started. Now, after having that is after you've done the procedure that the AI told you to do. You're going to go to your terminal and create a new workspace, something like that. And you're going to tell the AI that you need to install Claude Code. You can either go to the main website for Claude Code to give you the main link to install it, or you can even just tell the AI that, okay, you need to install Claude Code on your own terminal, and it's going to give you the link to do that. Just communicate with the AI. It's straightforward. Tell it to give you the link. It's going to give you the link to paste it on your own terminal. You're going to download Claude Code from there. And the AI will direct you straight to the point on how you're going to do everything. So don't worry, like, it's there to assist you. But just in case if you want to change model, because by default from the API key, there's a default model you're going to start with. But if you want to change model, you can go back to that same your NVIDIA website and you're going to select the model you're going to use, either of them. Let's say maybe you're using this GLM 5.2. You're going to click on it and it's going to give you a source code. You're going to scroll down to where you see model. You can see it's on here. So you're just going to copy it, go back to your .env file, which the AI is going to give you based on that prompt that I gave you. You're going to see model here and you're just going to replace it with what you have and paste it here. So the model is going to change and you're going to restart your own server, then do it again. Even regardless if you're confused, just ask the code editor AI. It will explain everything to you based on tell it what you want to do. So if you want to get the link to the NVIDIA and everything, and if you want to get the source code, the prompts I used, I'll put the Telegram link below, or you can just comment the link, or you can just comment you're interested. I will DM you with the procedure and the link on your own DM. So this is the first approach. In the next video, I'm going to show you how you can use your own AI locally, even without the internet. See you on the next video.